pig's gone. Just like that. Completely gone. Have no idea where he went, anything, just completely vanished into thin air. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And good morning to you as well. Hey, Biscuit. Hey, baby. I hear you, Peach. Peach over here honking this morning. Goodness gracious. Sound like Peaches woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Hey, Willis. Hey, buddy. Sound like I better get Peaches fed first. She's over there just cutting up this morning. Goodness, girl. Boy, everybody's rowdy this morning. Did somebody stay up and party all night or something? What's the deal? The music's not on, so I don't know what in the world. How are you doing this morning? Hope you're having a lovely morning. Got your hot coffee in your hand or tea, whatever you like. Getting ready to get your day started off this morning. Brooke and myself, we already had our coffee early this morning. And I'm gonna tell you, when I walked outside and felt that weather, I knew it was gonna be a good day. Ooh, man, it feels good today, y'all. Come on, guys, come on. Hey, Bramble. There y'all go. Horse feed soak. I know, buddy, we gotta let your feed soak there, cuz. Yeah. Now we gotta get old Peachy taken care of here this morning. He is a little on the rowdy side for some reason. I hear you, Peach. We're getting. Goodness, Peaches. Peaches wants to know where's her coffee this morning. You know I gotta let your food soak now, okay? I gotta let your food soak. How you doing, Pocket? All right, why did you shut your door this morning? We need to open this back up anyways. Can we open this back up? No? All right, you want it shut. Okay, I don't know why. There's nothing over here. I don't know why you want your door shut. We're gonna leave it shut though. All right, here you go. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Oh my gracious. Is that better now? That get you satisfied? Good. Good morning, guys. How y'all doing this morning? Beautiful Mildred. How y'all doing? Hey, gorgeous. Hey, Matilda. Hey, baby. How many eggs did we get this morning?
Well, Jason, it's slowing down.
Well, the days are getting shorter, and it's molting season.
That's right. And you can definitely tell it. Because I think we got 5.
5 eggs today?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I got 16 last time, and I thought that was low. 5 is low.
Yes, because yesterday I got 24.
Golly.
So from 24 to 5.
Yes, that's a big
There's
difference.
nothing in there eating the eggs. It's just the time of the year, and it's almost always like a switch flips.
That is.
Now, tomorrow, we might get 16, but it is going to start slowing down.
Right.
For sure.
24 to 5.
And we didn't have a chance to put them out yesterday, so.
You got some extras.
Got some extras.
So we'll have enough for a couple dozen to go out there today.
That's right.
Look at these 2 this morning. And it's cool on top of that. Oh boy, boys, 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 boys. Goodness gracious. You know, it's hard to tell which one's which right now.
I filled up Snow White and the chick's water.
Yeah.
And Nugget wasn't over here, and I was kind of thankful because he usually sticks his head through the fence and pecks me.
Right.
These boys, they're pretty smart.
Yeah.
They knew that that water being filled up could mean they would have a mud hole.
They got it.
And they have been sitting here for 30 minutes.
Well, one of them's supposed to be a white emu, and the other one's a blonde.
Hey.
But right now, it's really hard to tell them apart.
And they love a mud hole.
Yeah, I said in a few videos ago, I think they're worse than the pigs, the honeymooners.
They definitely are.
Not Peaches. Peaches don't care for mud.
No,
Peaches is not a pig, though. I don't know what she is, but she's not a pig.
I don't think that these boys like water as much as they do mud.
Yeah, they love the mud, don't they? Look at that.
There's no telling how long they're going to be here.
What's crazy is they're grooming themselves.
They were grooming each other earlier.
Were they?
Yes.
Sitting in the mud. I mean, that's
kind of defeating the purpose, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the total opposite of what they need to be doing there.
I just talked about how smart y'all were. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
You know, talking about Peaches, you know, a pig not being a pig. I mean, she is 100% not a pig, at least in her mind. All right, girl? She doesn't like mud. She doesn't like wallers. She doesn't like the water hose whatsoever, unlike her counterparts over there, the honeymooners, who are 1000% pigs. They dig out wallers. They love the water. They roll around in the water. They love the mud. They like getting nasty. They love rooting around. Peaches don't do any of that, y'all. Now, she is the only pot-belly pig. Well, I take that back. She's the only pot-belly pig here. Now, the honeymooners are coonies. That's the breed they are. K-U-N-E, K-U-N-E, a cooney. Now, both of them are small pigs. They're considered, you know, two of the smallest breeds you can get out there. But I was about to say we haven't had any other pot-belly pigs to compare Peaches to, but that is not the case. We used to have a male pot-belly pig rescue named Marshall. This was many years ago when we were back at the old farm. Marshall loved him some Peaches. He loved Peaches. He'd make Peaches a bed. He'd bring Peaches food. Peaches didn't love Marshall. No, she treated Marshall like a servant. She treated Marshall like just, like she was a total diva and he was beneath her. And that is the truth. And if Marshall got around her when he wasn't bringing her some type of, you know, gift or making her bed, it'd get nasty. She would run Marshall off. She'd bite Marshall. She did not like Marshall unless he was serving her. And so we ended up rehoming Marshall. Just wasn't fair for Marshall. Bless his heart. But we just didn't. Well, Marshall seemed more like a pig than Peaches. I will say that. But any of y'all pot-belly pig owners out there, are they like her? Do they not root? Do they not like mud? Do they not like water? I would love to know. Leave it in the comments below. Do other pot-belly pigs act like the boss lady right here? Funny story about Marshall. Marshall was notorious about pushing over our 55-gallon feed barrels, dumping the feed over and having himself a feast. And it got where we had to ratchet strap all of our feed barrels at the old farm because Marshall would get in them. Well, y'all, one day, Marshall just disappeared. out of nowhere. Now, y'all know at the old farm, we didn't have any fencing. It was a, we were in a rural area, but in that rural area was a neighborhood. And our farm was kind of surrounded by houses and a school, actually a middle school, a grammar school and a middle school. Had a, pretty busy road, but you really couldn't see all that where we were. We had right at 7 acres there. 5 of it was usable, 2 of it was in a HOA. And you just didn't seem like it there on our videos, but you could walk, through the woods a little ways and you would be around houses. Luckily, none of our animals really, we never had any issue with any animals coming in and any animals leaving our farm. We really didn't. And I say we didn't have any fencing. The goats were inside a pen and fencing, and the chickens were until we let them out, and Nugget was until we let him out. But Marshall and Peaches just kind of had, free range, and, Peaches has never gone anywhere, let alone Marshall didn't either. Well, one day Marshall just up and disappeared. Well, y'all, Brooke and myself, we went and searched everywhere. We searched all the neighborhoods. We made a post on social media. We looked and looked and looked and looked and looked for Marshall. Zero. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Even there was, y'all know social media, especially on Facebook. They got those sites, what's happening in your county, or there was one that was a neighborhood watch page on there, and they were always posting stuff all the time. And we just knew Marshall was going to pop up on one of those pages. But Marshall never did. He never came up, and we never found Marshall. Never. And we were pretty upset about it because we all loved Marshall, and except Peaches. And we just had no idea what in the world happened to our potbelly pig. Come on. Well, y'all, after about several months, we were just kind of had given up. Marshall was gone, no signs of him, and absolutely nothing ever came up. Ever on any social media pages, in any type of your local neighborhood talk and gossip, and just nothing ever came up. So, we just assumed the worst. And seriously, who wouldn't think the worst? It's been 60 plus days and you haven't seen your pig, and just kind of had given up. Didn't know what else to do. Well, we had searched all the neighborhoods. We had asked around. Nothing ever came up. We didn't know anything else that we could do. Marshall was gone. Well, we just got back from a family vacation. And I saw in the middle of our little pasture area we had there, we didn't have much pasture, but we called it a pasture, our little open spot there by the goats, a feed barrel on its side. Didn't think anything about it. We're pulling in a driveway just from the trip, saw the feed barrel over there, and the feed barrel starts moving. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute now. That seems kind of odd. That seems very odd. So y'all, I didn't even unpack or anything. I went straight down to that feed barrel because something just seemed off about that feed barrel. And y'all, something was off about that feed barrel. Come on, girl, load up, let's go. You daggum right, something was off about that feed barrel. I went over there to that feed barrel, y'all. I looked inside of it. There was Marshall. And he was stuck. He had been gone for several months. Never seen him. Never any post on any social media page about him. Nothing. Just not one thing about our pig, Marshall, ever came up in that period of time. 0. But there he was, kind of stuck in this feed barrel. Luckily and thankfully, wasn't that much food in there. Thank goodness. I don't know how long he'd been in there, but I didn't see any, you know, number 1 or number 2 in there, so I don't think he'd been in there very long. I got him out, ecstatic to see him, and to this day, we still have no idea where he went. 0. Nothing ever came up about our pig, Marshall, ever. Now, I do have a little theory, though, and I don't know how or why Marshall left the farm. I don't know that part. No idea. Now, I don't think anybody came to our farm and took the pig. I mean, if y'all ever tried to pick up a pig, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The whole world's coming to an end. That's a pig's defense mechanism. When their feet come off the ground, it is pure chaos. Pure chaos. They scream and squeal and they kick and they squirm and move around. I just can't see that happening. And out of all the animals we had at our farm, why would you get, you know, Marshall the potbelly pig? So I think he left the farm some kind of way. I don't know if him and Peaches had a big falling out. I don't know if Peaches ran him off. I don't know if he smelt another pig in heat. Well, Marshall was fixed, so that wouldn't have been it. I don't know. No idea why Marshall left. But he wandered off some kind of way. And when he left the farm, for whatever reason, I still don't know why, he ended up somewhere where somebody thought they wanted a pet potbelly pig. I just don't think Marshall was lost, especially in like I explained, our farm was kind of in the middle of all these neighborhoods in rural Alabama. And I just don't see him being able to hide out, you know, throughout these neighborhoods without not one person mentioning him anywhere. So I think he got away from the farm some kind of way, and someone decided that they would like to have a pet potbelly pig, and a few months later they decided they didn't want a pet potbelly pig, and they laid him out. So they had him in their backyard or something like that, and they laid him out, and Marshall came back home. That's what I think happened. I don't have any proof of that or anything like that. I'm just, you know, going off my country boy instincts, and that's just what I think happened. But we ended up rehoming Marshall to some dearly friends of ours who had a big old farm. Matter of fact, it was Peach's original parents. Yeah, it was Peach's original parents, and they had a big farm, and they had several potbelly pigs there, all fixed, and you know, everything was perfect, and that's where Marshall went to live. But that is the story of our missing pig, Marshall, that Peaches just did not care for. Peaches don't, I mean, we put Peaches, if y'all remember, we put Peaches and Loretta together because Gus was still in, well, take that back. Gus had just been fixed right before he came to our farm. But you got to wait 30 plus days before you can put a female in there with a male because she still could be bred. So that's what we did. We had to separate Gus and Loretta for 30 days. And so we had Peaches and Loretta together, and oil and water. Oil and water, y'all. It was always some kind of drama in that area for 30 days. I can tell y'all this. Goodness gracious alive. Whew. Man. But that's why we don't have Peaches any pig buddies, you know. We just don't. She just does not like other pigs. Because in my mind, I just don't know if she thinks she's a pig or not. I really don't. I don't know what she thinks she is. Besides a diva, a boss. But I don't think she thinks she's a pig. I just don't. Y'all don't tell her any different either, because I'm still trying to get that 25-cent raise. Oh my goodness. Jesse, you cracked me up. No idea what she's hee-hawing about. There's her partner in crime right there. I think she does it just to see if she can get a reaction from the donkeys across the street sometimes. That's what I think. But they must not be over there today, baby. Nope, not today. And I actually think the donkeys across the street do the same thing. I see them, or you can hear them really close, and especially Snow White. And Snow White might be calling Brooke, because Brooke brings Snow White treats. And that's Snow White, the... She out here? Nope, she's right there. Right there. And that's Snow White, the peahen, but Snow White, the donkey, which we named before we got this Snow White. And we thought that was a girl. And it's not, it's a boy. That's boy Snow White. This is girl Snow White. Holly, we're gonna go look at the food plot.
We as in you and Holly, or me and you and Holly? You let me ride, girl? Huh?
Come on. Back it up, Holly.
I don't need but a little bitty spot. That's right.
Can you imagine what it'd look like if we had rain?
Oh my goodness. You know what?
What's that?
We got some rain coming this next
Do we?
weekend.
Don't jinx us.
We got some rain coming.
I hope so. But it is this fairly green.
Some of it is the vegetation coming back.
Yeah, a lot of blackberries.
Which is, it's okay.
But you can see that's the rye. Looks like the rye and the wheat is coming, but you can still see a ton of seeds still on the ground.
That's right. And that means that rain is going to help it to germinate.
Yep. I think we're empty, aren't we?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it empty?
It's empty.
Yep, we just needed a little rain and it would have been...
Oh, it would have been awesome.
Been a lot better. Yeah, maybe I ought to pick up another bag if we know it's going to rain.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Would not hurt at all. May pick up a...
We could put the feed in it at the same time.
We could do that. And maybe pick up another bag so I can put in the garden area too, because I know it's the same way. I think that's the winter peas, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to sprawl all over the ground and have peas on it.
Well, maybe I ought to just buy that since it did well.
It's doing well over here. I don't know why it's doing so good over here, not anywhere else. Isn't that crazy? Who knows? Who knows? And it may have something to do with the sun and the dew in the morning. It stays wet a little longer in the mornings, because that's the only moisture it's getting is the dew in the morning.
Might be onto something. Oh, look at there. Check it out.
Oh, yeah, look.
That's some deer scat.
Yep. Sure is.
We also got to get a camera still, which we have one ordered.
Yep. All right, gotta water our calendula, and look at them, y'all. Look at the calendulas. Oh, look at the root system on them. Look at that. These guys are ready. I thought they may not be ready, but those guys are ready. What do these feel like? These are ones we just, oh, look. Look at the roots. Probably gonna put these in the ground next week. Sometime next week, they're going in the ground. If I could time that rain, that would be awesome. I want to say, though, the hollyhock seeds that I got They did not do anything, and it's been a couple of weeks now. They should have germinated by now. But I had another one of y'all send me some more hollyhock seeds, so I'm gonna plant some more hollyhocks and see if I can get some seeds going. You know, I cannot wait to see what 500 calendulas look like in all one area. Just, it's gonna be awesome. Speaking of, I got one blooming. Let me go show y'all that. And for those that don't know, we are planting an entire 40 by 40 plot of calendula because our calendula salve sells out pretty quick. And this year we want to make sure we got more than we've had in years past. But look, we got one trying to bloom already. Look at there. And of course, y'all know the peacocks kind of took us out over here, but we do have a calendula bloom right there in our few little calendulas back here. It looks like they tried to eat that calendula and they was like, nah, I don't like that, because they didn't mess with any more of these. But they certainly love the cauliflower. Well, it's time to really get back on the shop. I'm gonna see how much electrical I can get done today. I got my home runs I need to do, which is, you know, getting power from the panel box to each section, as I would like to call it. And let's see how many we can get done. Been waiting for this day. Waiting to get back on the shebang. Well, y'all, I got the wire to get the panel box hooked up from the meter on the shebang here. I'm fixing to see if I can wrestle this. I got 3 of these I gotta run through here. It don't look like it's gonna be, looking at it don't look that hard, but I know better than that. I do. What's gonna get me is this 90 right here, where I got a 90 and go back in. But I think if I feed it and work it at the same time, I can get that to work. But hope I can anyways. I gotta go 3 of them like this. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We certainly appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Catch you on the next one. Think about me as I'm wrestling this big old wire now. Y'all be good. All right, let's see if we can get this done. Let's see if we can get this done.